Okay, so we are heading to cycle monitoring this morning. Um, it I was supposed to do cycle monitoring on the 27th. Today is actually the 26th. So, um, yeah, I was bumped up a day early, which is great. And so I think I'm just going in for blood work. I'll let you know afterwards. And depending on the results of that blood work, maybe I'm done with Lupron and moving on to other things. But yeah, I'll definitely let you know. As you can see, we're in a gas station right now, which is why there's a little bit of light. But yeah, it's dark because we have to go in really early. Our clinic is about an hour, a little bit more than an hour away from us, which actually is closer than last time we did this before. But anyhow, I'll keep you all posted. Ciao. Hi there, folks. So the first half of that video was recorded 2 days ago, and as you can tell, I was feeling really optimistic to go in for my cycle monitoring, and I was not sure, but hoping that I might be in a position to stop my Lupron injections and start on to my so I'm going to be taking estrogen, and I'll get back to you. Estrase and endometrium, which is estrogen and progesterone. And so once I'm down regulated enough from the Lupron, I'll start those and we'll start thickening the uterine lining. So I was feeling really optimistic in the first half of this video, and I'm feeling medium right now. I haven't posted, I didn't post on the same day because, well, what happened was they did my blood work, and then my clinic emails me my instructions once my results have come in and my doctors reviewed them. And so my instructions were not what I was expecting. I simply got an email that said, increase Lupron injections from 0.1 ml daily to 0.2 ml daily for 4 days and return to clinic for blood work only. And I was a little concerned about that because my clinic is really good at letting me know, like, ahead of time, sort of generally what to expect. And I've never done a frozen embryo transfer before. And this was not in any of the plan that we had discussed. So, unfortunately, by the time I got that email, my clinic in Kitchener, where I monitor, they had closed. They open really early, so they close at 2. And so I contacted, so the Kitchener's like a satellite clinic, and my main clinic is in Toronto. So I contacted my clinic in Toronto, and understandably they're very, very busy answering lots of questions for lots of women because there are lots of questions that come up. But yeah, I left a message, and you know, I said please allow 24 hours for response. And so this morning I still didn't have an answer, so it's been like, I don't know, around 36 hours, almost 2 days, and I hadn't gotten an answer for why my Lupron had increased and why I was going back into the clinic on Friday. So I contacted Kitchener today and they gave me some information. So like I said, every time I do a new cycle, it's always a little different and I learn a little more. So what I found out was the results of my blood work indicated, this was a hormone I didn't even know existed, that my estradiol levels were 426, and that was on day 21 into my cycle. Ideally, what they want to be seeing is an estradiol level of 300 or less. Now, she did say every doctor's a little bit different, but that's what my doctor's looking for. So this is why we've doubled the Lupron. We're going to try to down-regulate further by doubling the dose. Yeah, and she also mentioned that, so I've been to the clinic for blood work only twice, and my very initial blood work, my progesterone was like a little high, and I think they don't want to tell you everything because, we're all just going to fret and worry about it, but because I am fretting and worrying just a bit, I had inquired and she let me know, so I don't know. I'll definitely touch base with the results I get on Friday. I also really struggled. I couldn't really find much online. I don't even know I couldn't find anything online in like just a regular cycle, untouched, by a normal, ovulating female during her cycle. I couldn't even find out like what are standard estradiol levels. I only just found out on like one website. Only one website offered a number. I think it was WebMD, and they said that normal levels, untouched by hormones, were like between 20 and 300. And I'm 426. So this may be a situation where, we may have to cancel our cycle and do some more investigation. That said, I am trying to remain optimistic because you know what? They didn't contact me with those numbers and say, unfortunately, your levels are just so high, we're going to have to cancel your cycle. So that's a positive. So I don't know. I'm hoping that they have seen cases where increasing the Lupron brings those levels down. So yeah, we'll find out on Friday. Yeah, and I should just mention, so today I'm on day 23 of my cycle, and it's November 28th. So yeah, so just 2 more days, and I'll have some answers. And I just wanted to throw it out there to people too. So when I was having a hard time finding answers about the specifics of my cycle, there's a really great Facebook group out there that has been really helping me, because when I first got that information, and this is something that happens, I think, to most women at least once during a cycle, where you sort of start spinning in your mind and over analyzing and kind of, getting stressed out about things that truly we can't control. So there's this Facebook group. If you're considering assisted reproduction, or if you're going through it and you're just looking for a community where, like, I want to be able to ask questions and hear other people's experience. It's by no means a replacement for medical advice, but you know what it is? It's an awesome emotional support for me. Anyway, and it's called IVF Support Canada is the name of the Facebook group. I assume I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario. If you're not in Canada, I don't see why the group wouldn't accept you, or else, I'm just going to say, look for some Facebook groups if you're in a different country that that exists around IVF and FET and IUI support, fertility support. I have just found this to be a really supportive, amazing community. So I have the question out there right now. If anybody has ever had, high estradiol levels like myself, and if they have, been able to taper them down, just to help me. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be something we move forward on, or it's going to be a canceled cycle, but it just helps me to have a better sense of what I should expect going into my appointment on Friday. So that's that. I just also wanted to share, I know that if you've watched my other videos, I have been kind of struggling. Not kind of struggling. I have had a few days that were real tough struggles with Lupron side effects. So for that reason, I was really anxious about doubling my dose. But it hasn't been as bad as I thought. I feel like maybe my body just sort of needed to get used to this. I think the worst thing I'm going to complain about is so I've doubled the dose for 2 days now. Later this evening will be my third increased dose, and I just didn't sleep that great last night, but I did. It was better than those 2 hours of broken sleep that I was having before. So far not too bad, and for a short period of time, so that's definitely worth it. And I just wanted to mention too, so I did say in another video, so I hadn't had any spotting, and I was told that that was something that could happen. It was very normal, right from the beginning of my cycle. And as I mentioned, I'm 23 days in. So anyhow, I did have some light spotting start on the 22nd. 20, whatever. It was 5 days ago. And today there's nothing going on. And I don't know, trying to stay optimistic here, I'm wondering if, because I've been on a few days of the increased dose of Lupron, maybe this is a positive sign. So anyhow, I'll definitely keep you all posted on, what our results look like for Friday. Please cross your fingers for me. And as usual, if you have any questions, comments, just really anything to share to help us create a sense of community, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to get some interaction going here and really develop a community. So thank you all for watching, and I will be in touch on Friday or Saturday depending on the news and how I feel. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.